Hi everyone and welcome to 5pointsblue.com. I'm Kelsey Charles, joined by Christy Scales. Free agency is upon us, and there's a lot of talk about a certain number of guys that their contracts are going to be up and they might be available on the market, namely DeMarco Murray, Dez Bryant. So there's been another term called the franchise tag being thrown around in terms of Dez. So explain to me a little bit about what it is, what it entails, and what it would take to use that on him.
Well, a franchise tag is something that an NFL owner will use for some of the top players. The Cowboys have used a franchise tag only 4 times in their history. Offensive lineman Flozell Adams got it one time, safety Ken Hamlin one time, and then Anthony Spencer had it 2 separate seasons. So it's not always the biggest star on your team like a quarterback or a high-profile wide receiver like Dez Bryant or a running back like DeMarco Murray, but it's coming up this year, Kelsey, in terms of will the Cowboys franchise Dez Bryant or will they franchise DeMarco Murray? If you receive the franchise tag, you receive a 1-year deal from the team that you've been with, in this case the Cowboys, and a player who gets the franchise tag receives the average salary of the top 5 players at his same position. So for Dez Bryant, that would be around $13 million. Wide receivers are obviously highly compensated. That would be about $13 million. For DeMarco Murray, maybe a little closer to the $11 million range. So that's a lot of money to commit. Yeah. But the thing is, it's just a 1-year deal. And that's why players do not like to get the franchise tag, okay? Because players, the way that they want long-term deals and they want lots of guaranteed money, because this is a rough, violent game, and you know, how long are you going to be playing? So they want long-term deals. Teams obviously don't want to give up all that money, so if they can get them on a 1-year deal, you know, it's not something the team generally would like to get them for longer if they can. This is a tool they could use to keep them, not let them get away, and still try and negotiate something long-term further down the road.
So you can only use 1 franchise tag per team. The team only has 1, and then that means they have to use it by the first week of March. So that's, like you said, an assurance of being able to keep a player around, and I think Mr. Jones himself has even said that he's not afraid to use it on Dez if he has to.
He's not, and the term that Jerry Jones has used and Stephen Jones is a tool. It's a tool that the NFL has in place. And look, teams want to keep their star players, right? Jerry and Stephen and all Cowboy fans want to see Dez remain a Dallas Cowboy. They want to see DeMarco Murray remain a Dallas Cowboy. But it's going to be hard to take 2 star players like that, give them long-term deals that they want and deserve by what they did this past year. So, you know, if you're not able to work out long-term deals for both of them, don't be surprised if one of these players is slapped with a franchise tag. And again, it doesn't mean that, oh, they're only going to be a Cowboy 1 more year. You know, there's still a time frame where the team can still work out a long-term deal, and that's what they did. It didn't work out with Anthony Spencer, but that's what they did with Ken Hamlin and Flozell Adams. So hopefully those 2 guys are Dez Bryant and DeMarco Murray will be Cowboys for a long, long time. If you hear the franchise tag, this is what it's all about. It's something that NFL teams use in negotiations as they try and retain their top players.
All right, well, I guess we'll see come week 1 of March what the Cowboys decide to do, and if they decide to use the franchise tag. So that's a little FYI for all you guys wondering what that means. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you guys next time on 5pointsblue.com.